We started off with 6 teams in our round robin stage, got down to the final 4 for our playoffs, and now we are here, finally, for the Oceanic Pond League Season 1 Grand Finals between Alpha X and Born Gosu. Hello everybody, I am James Quirky Quirk, and joining me for this momentous occasion is Dylan Yaku Zaku Tay. How are we going, Yaku?
Hey, how we doing? I am back from being a sleeper with the KGB here to finally cast the finals of the Oceanic Pond League. Couple of familiar faces here and there. Born Gosu in particular, having that familiar lineup: Koek, Wizard Kingly, Wizard of Oz, Cortanino. However, we're not going to start with any of those. We are starting with their new appearance in Amberclad. Coming off against... Yep.
Yeah, Amber Club just brought in this week, so we know nothing about Amber Club other than that they are a Plat Zerg, so should be interesting to see what their style is, and especially starting off with a ZVZ on our first map, which will be a Cyber Forest. And of course, we are going to be playing with the old map pool because we did announce the maps before the new map pool took over, and we just want to be fair on the players and just to keep the consistency going on around for the entire league. So we're just about to start to load into our game 1 here. Make sure you go and tweet, get your friends in here, because I'm sure this is going to be a cracker of a series.
A cracker of a series. Now we talked a little bit about in Amberclad being a... Oh, intros!
Yeah, but anyway, welcome to our first map of the night, and it's going to be on Cyber Forest, and we are getting into it and spawning up in the top left as the Red Zerg representing Alpha X. He is Swexteen. And spawning in the bottom right as the Peach Zerg representing Born Gosu and making their OPL debut. This is in Amberclad.
Now we did say earlier on how in Amberclad is very much of a unknown player, only brought in this week. However, Swexteen only made their debut in the semifinals 2 weeks ago as well. So both of these very much, I wouldn't say unknown players, but players who you can't really predict what they're going to go for.
I mean, both players are starting out with the hatch first, so not really going for some early aggression. So should be seeing both players being just getting passively, building up their drone count, getting their thirds, and maybe switching into that roach tech as often as we see in ZVZs, and I like to complain about.
My favorite stage of the game.
Yay.
It can definitely prove to be exciting in certain circumstances, but I wouldn't hold my breath. Still though, if you're more comfortable in the roach stage than the ling-based stage, more power to you. Go for it.
And oh, Quirky Cuss has been a subscriber for 6 months.
Wow, look at that guy. So much loyalty. I love this
Quirky guy.
Oh, man. We love you too, Quirky Cass.
Yeah, it's up to Quirky Cuss, but you know, you follow his streams when he wants to stream. Anyway, both players just starting out a bit passively, just both setting out their overlords to try and see what scouting that can be done. Swexteen sending out a couple links to see what he can scout.
Yep, we did say earlier on if you were more comfortable in the roach stage than the Lingbane stage, then go for it. But it seems that Swexteen is actually going to be the one to engage in this Lingbane style. Amberclad though being very defensive, walling off fully. Well, it's not actually a full wall off, but I wouldn't be surprised if he continues to fully wall off, wouldn't he?
Yeah, and maybe seeing that Warlock may prompt a bit of a aggression as this one Ling just being annoying, just taking up some health off the drones and pulling back the Queen, so being really good. But the Roach Warren is done. Ling speed almost finished as well. 4 more Lings being made here by Swexteen, plus 1 range attack being made as well. So may start to see that Ling aggression starting to come out from Swexteen.
Yeah, he's got to make use of these Lings now more than ever, doesn't he? Now, as a resident...
I say it's pretty much now or never, because once those roaches come out, unless you have mass Zerglings, it is not going to be as a pleasant as time as you wish.
Now, as our resident Baneling Buster, what do you think do you see any opportunity in this wall for the Swexteen?
Nope. With the amount of Lings that he has, he can bust the wall with that amount of Lings, but it's not going to be... He needs to follow up with the Lings, but he seems to be content with getting the 3rd at the moment, so they seem to be thinking that it's not going to be this 2-base push.
Yep, Swexteen definitely has a little bit of a disadvantage in terms of trying to catch up to roaches. Well, actually, yeah, I was going to say not so much because he's getting his first roach first, but then I just looked down a little bit. 11 roaches coming out from Amberclad. He's definitely going to have to play catch up a little bit in that regard, but with these Lings, if he can delay... Okay, well, it looks like Amberclad is actually going to delay his own roaches.
Oh, there we go.
All right, there we go.
But yeah, there's no actually scouting information about when the roaches are going to be coming out. With the timing, and +1 is almost about to be done.
Absolutely.
Sorry, he was just getting his own third in Amberclad's getting his own third, but it's going to be supply blocked thanks to a Queen picking off Overlord.
Nicely done. Now, Swexteen will definitely have a little bit of defender's advantage, and I am a little bit doubtful that Amberclad will be able to go in... Like, he has a very small window to actually deal damage to Swexteen, doesn't he?
Yeah, roach speed is about halfway done. The defender's advantage is done. They're both on the +1 upgrade, so it's going to be interesting. Plus, Ravages were made by Swexteen, but here comes the roaches now. They're going to dive onto this Queen at the 3rd.
Little concave.
That is a nice concave, but here comes the army.
Plan.
We have to see where these Ravages are actually.
Yeah, but the Ravagers are starting to get picked off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ravages, one Ravager goes down. Yeah, the number of army just outnumbers here. Ineva has got that advantage, and this is looking like my ladder games right now. Me not making enough roaches, me cursing roaches. Why does it always have to be roaches?
In the good old names of bliss. He's going to definitely push us back, but the damage has already been done. And Amberclad is being a little bit relentless, I should say, getting even more roaches. This +2, it's actually a little bit of ways off, but if he decides to contest Swexteen's bases, he absolutely can.
But maybe Swexteen wants to go for his own sort of counterattack because he is piling up with those roaches, but Amberclad has got that army supply advantage, plus the +2 being way further ahead with Swexteen now just starting his.
And he's content with getting his damage done. He knows that this will probably prompt a counterattack from the Zerg opponent. So he's very smartly decides to go for defense. He does see this. Yep, he does see the roach move out. Yeah. Oh, but Swexteen gonna go straight into the cave. The cave?
Oh, the high ground advantage. But he decides to just go
all of them forward. Yep. +2 is not done yet, but whoa. The blood balls in this lad.
Yeah, just knowing that he had the number advantage there, he just keeps on pushing through. Have some more amount of Ravages. 9 roaches on the way, but there's 10 more roaches coming in. from Inamiclo. Is he just going to push straight onto the high ground now?
Push straight through. Nope, he knows that there's a very small choke there. Maybe he wants to get the third location again. He does contest against his army a little bit.
Oh, that's a nice zone with the Biles there. The third is going to be taken out again, it looks like. It's going to finish.
The Biles are going to not connect.
Oh, the Biles. One Ravaging does get picked off right now, but the surround.
The move command.
Yeah, but +2 is being finished now. Oh, the Biles not exactly connecting on the number he was looking for.
12 more roaches are being produced, but he's... Where's the rest of his army? Oh, they're back over there.
Yeah, actually, that was a good move from him. Keeping the rest of his army blocked. He's... Oh, no.
So it's a little derpy to see. A little fun to see the sort of derps.
Derp. I mean, there's no ravages actually being made by in Amber Cloud, so if these Biles do manage to connect, they may be the equalizer here. +2 is almost finished here for Swexteen, so gonna be
I feel like Amberclad's game plan right now. Okay, there's the engagement.
Oh,
and he's just gonna avoid that Bile. Actually, one of them does. Yeah, I feel like Amberclad's game plan right now is I'm gonna be aggressive with a small force and push out, and I'm gonna prompt you to move into me, and then I'm just gonna surround you.
Oh, yeah, Biles missing here, but there's just way too many roaches here from in Amberclad. He could just continue pushing on forward. Yeah, the +1 carapace being started now. More roaches on the way. The third is starting to get saturated. Biles raining down. The no control there.
Some of them do connect. A lot of them. Yep. A lot of roaches do come out for an Amberclad, but so many still remain, getting a very nice surround. And picking off these units as they move into reinforce.
Yeah, look at the supply. It's dropping now, almost doubling that of Swexteen and an Amberclad. He may just push for the kill right now.
I think he's going to do it now. Let's look at that army supply difference.
Oh my god, it's just one green against one. And if he manages to pick off the roach roaring, this is going to be it. But the roaches, they get into the main and they get strode straight in. And this might be GG, and it is going to be called from Gosu getting the first blood in this series.
In the immortal words of Blisk, who formerly CranKy, now in SC2 Swarm, I think my ZVZ got a lot better when I realized I should make more roaches than my opponent. It's a little bit of a shame that we didn't get to see Swexteen's Lingbane get into play. In Amberclad just saying, nope, I do not want to do that. Just going to go straight for roaches, and it paid off massively.
But anyway, congratulations to In Amberclad getting the first points up on the board for Born Gosu. And brilliantly as CBZ, just knowing that numbers win. But anyway, we are getting ready for our second map. It's going to be on Acropolis. As Yaku types very ferociously.
Yep, try not to get this picked in. I know from experience with Steel, be like, why are you type so loud? I'm trying to do the intro. I'm trying to do the outro, man. I'm sorry, Steel. Please don't beat me again.
I mean, you should always listen to your father, Yaku.
Alright, away from the unknowns of an Amberclad and Swexteen, we are going to see some very familiar faces pop in now. Koek, who I believe was on the roster basically every week. And Misotic, who wasn't on the roster every week. Nemesis very intelligently using her team's massive roster to her advantage, making sure that most of them don't play too often. But Misotic is one of those who has been in the roster more than once.
And we are going to have a nice TVP right now. No more Zergs for a bit. I'm happy. I don't like ZVZ as
a Zerg player. You do not like ZVZ.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a rule in it. Nobody likes their own mirror.
The mirror is crap. I mean, I could go on and on about Brood War TVT.
I don't know. I like ZVZ.
I mean, I like it watching it. I hate playing it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was gonna go into that whole. Well, I really love seeing high level players play TVT, and even like not at the top end, just players who are better than me, like say Diamond 1, Masters 3, play TVT. But actually playing TVT itself,
Anyway, we are getting ready for our second map of the night. And it is on the Acropolis, on top of the Parthenon, not the
where
Pantheon.
the oracles are made.
No, the oracles are in Delphi. Learn your Greek mythology, please.
I was gonna go in because Koek is a Protoss player, and it's.
No, God damn, I messed that up. But anyway, welcome
Speaking
to
of not
the.
Messing things up.
God.
I messed that one up.
Yeah, you did. Welcome to Acropolis Alley, where we're getting ready for our second match of the night. And spawning in the bottom right as the Yellow Terran representing the Alpha X. I was about to say the CranKy Ducklings. But anyway.
It's that yellow color.
Yeah, that really messes me up. But anyway. The Yellow Terran representing Alpha X, he is Mystic.
Or Mystic.
Oh, Mystic. Yeah. And spawning in the top left as the Purple Protoss, representing Born Gosu, hoping to get his team further ahead in this series. This is Koek.
Now, Mystic, from what I remember from him, he is not what you might consider to be standard in terms of playing. He did go for, well, to be fair, it was, I believe, a TVT that I saw him play, so he went for a very heavy, like, Hellion-style opening. He did get the standard, like, Double Reaper, but he went pretty ham on Hellions, if I'm remembering this correctly. Koek, on the other hand, in his PvP, from what I saw, he does like to go for very aggressive, unorthodox builds, but in PvT, he seems much more standard. He seems to like to go for that sort of a little bit of harassment with Blink, not full-on aggression, but a little bit of harassment to keep the Terran player back a little bit and to scout before when they move out, and then go into a sort of Archon Immortal Charge-Lick type game. But we shall see. We shall see.
Yes, we shall see indeed. Adept being made here by Koek has got the Reaper wall off completed. So, but that Reaper can still be sneaky. But anyway, we do have that SCV lying just outside the third. Wonder what that's there for. Maybe we might see a little bit of cheeky proxy play.
That's the hope, I've got to say. He is already getting his starport back at home, so it's...
but no expansion.
Yeah, actually, now that you mention it, no expansion. I'm going to say Proxy Ghost Academy. Let's go.
It's Proxy
not,
Tanks.
Proxy
Tanks, come on.
Proxy Tanks, let's go. Proxy Tank that you built back in your main, let's go.
But anyway, yeah, it just doesn't seem to be getting the tech lab onto that starport, so maybe might be going for Banshees?
I'm thinking Raven. I'm thinking it's going to be a very aggressive Marine Tank Raven build or push.
Oh, that's a nice scout from the probe. Seeing that there's no expansion, and why isn't it being... Yeah. Lumia, is that you?
Lumia, please. Hello, Lumia?
But no, but yeah, this is a very interesting. This may just be a straight, just one base push.
One base push, yeah.
With Cloak Banshee, because although the Robo is on the way, by the time...
SCVs as well. I'm guessing that's more for repair than anything else. Yeah. Now, Koak is already prepared for this. He is getting his robo facility down. I'm not sure if he knows that it's Banshees or not, but I mean, observers are pretty quick to get out with, what's it called?
Chrono
Boost. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Those tanks are going to be a huge problem, though. There's not much here that can really deal with them.
Does this Phoenix spot the scout?
Barely misses it. Now it's easy. Now it's easy. Yep. Does see the reinforcements now. Koak now building his observer.
Okay, and with the thing as well, should be seeing the cloak Banshees, seeing that cloak's being made. Blink. Here's almost done. Oh, it's just gonna be the bunker push.
Yep.
Oh.
I am really worried for Koak right now. I don't think Blink is not only a ways away, but he doesn't have a big stalker count. His tanks are pretty covered by another tank.
But he's just
going to fighting in shield battery range, which is always good for him. No repairs on this tank so far, but the damage is being done onto these stalkers. Not enough shield battery energy. And I am not sure if I really see Misatic losing this.
I mean, if you make massive depths, shade straight onto the tanks, you'll be good as Rain.
Force a little bit of friendly fire as Rain. Yeah. Did Rain do that? I thought he retired before.
No, he plays StarCraft 1. He plays Brood War.
He plays StarCraft 1 and Brood War,
Yeah. Still retired.
Are Depths in StarCraft 1?
No, they're not. There's only one ranged ground unit in the Brood War, and there's two, but there's one like basic, and that's a Dragoon, as we all know, terrible micro. But no, he's pushing his army way too far forward here. Is chronoing out charge as well. Break.
Does have one immortal and a dream that can definitely help him deal with his tanks a little bit, but he is going to have to be very careful with his engagements. He's going to have to choose what he wants to blink on top of, with how many stalkers and where. And Misatic is just saying, you know what, this is my base now. I wouldn't be surprised if he just built a CC. Yeah. He's built a CC right there.
But he's gonna push with the Purge as well. So much
of a choke point! Ooh. And a very nice interference on that Immortal. I'm not sure if that Blink is enough. It definitely isn't. 3 tanks have already siege and only 1 Immortal. GG is called. Misatic gonna even out the series. 1-1. Sideways 1-1.
Yeah, the sideways 1-1. And just a really, difficult one-base push to hold there.
Absolutely. It's also part of it was he really didn't see that coming, did he?
No.
It's not that common either in TVP these days. I believe, back in 2017, I want to say, Innovation was doing it all the time in TVP to great success. Then it sort of fell off the map in favor of Proxy. But, gotta remember the classics.
No, Classic plays Protoss.
Yeah, I mean, he played Terran for a little bit. Played Terran in Brood War.
God, I love Lobby Link.
Never get Lobby Bug with Lobby Link, do you? No. At least not that I've experienced.
Yep. So, both of these teams tied up right now. Both of these teams, and this is actually quite different than what we saw in the round robin, where we saw just Alpha X.
A complete
3-0. Just a clean sweep.
Yep.
So, I'm really looking forward to
Gosu. Yep. I was saying for a while, Gosu is definitely looking to get their revenge. They got their revenge on CranKy, who unceremoniously defeated them 3-1. They managed to defeat us 3-2. And now they are just have their sights set on the team that actually humiliated them harder, Alpha X.
Yeah. You can't write this stuff yourself. But now we're going into your territory. We're going into a TV.
All right, let's go. Worst matchup. Blizz, please.
Blizz, please.
Although I did say that I enjoy watching even Diamond 1 TBT, and funnily enough, it is what we are getting, Diamond 1 TBT. Potato Pleb, a player very familiar to CranKy. He plays in a lot of the SEOs. I don't believe he's won one yet, but he has come close multiple times.
I'm pretty sure he's won one. As Curry says, ew, TBT.
I'm with you on that.
I mean, at least it's not.
Look, it's not. Look, it's Terran versus Potato Pleb. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Potato Pleb is not known to play standard TBT.
But anyway, let's see what he does as we are on to new Repugnancy LE. And spawning in the top right as the Green Terran representing Alpha X, the unorthodox Korean, known as Potato Pleb.
That is not an SCV scout.
That is not an SCV scout. And spawning in the bottom left as the light blue Terran representing Born Gosu. This is Lizard Kingly.
Yeah, no, that is not. Yeah, no, that is not an SCV scout. Now, we did talk a little bit about how Potato Pleb is very non-standard. Lizard Kingly, on the other hand, is the antithesis of that.
Oh, and it's going to be scouted immediately. Oh, this is beautiful.
I was just going to say, Lizard Kingly is very much the antithesis of that. He's not only very standard, but also very defensive. And he covers all of his bases. He already sees the proxy go down, and he is already preparing for it, or should be. In his mind, he's preparing for it.
Yeah. But we have to see. So just it looks to be this. It looked to be the 2-Rax Reaper build as powerfully demonstrated by Voltigus in one KSL match.
Oof. Called out, man. Called out.
I mean, he always does it on New Repug. But anyway, speaking of this, SCV going to go into the mains, make sure there's nothing else that he needs to be aware of. And so far, it seems to be not. Factory going down for both players.
Yep, getting a safety ratings. Probably going to go into either a Cyclone or a Hellion. Lizard Kingly, that is.
Reaper is going to be out soon, so... Oh, no, it decides to go back.
It's rallying back home just to... Yeah. I guess it's when your double Reaper proxy fails, you think, okay, play this out as a quote-unquote standard-ish game, and just try to, you know, double Reaper, double Hellion, if you like. Some people even go triple Hellion. All right, immediately a tech lab on this factory. Lizard Kingly, it's just covering all of his bases.
I mean, and speaking of bases, no expansions for either player, so this might just be
This could actually bite... Yeah, this could actually bite Kingly back. You might even say that he's being overly defensive.
Actually,
I wouldn't, but you could.
I mean, we only taught you one proxy, and that was during BSL. And that was back when Cyclones were bullshit.
Yup. Wait, you mean they're not bullshit now?
Okay, in fucking BattleMech, they're just... Why? It's annoying, especially with the upgrade, but in TVT, like, you know, just proxy, like, to be honest, I didn't mind the old Cyclones back in the day.
Well, I mean, it was also from a perspective of a Zerg player, wasn't it?
Yeah, I played a bit of Terran. I was like, this is going to be my early strategy. I saw Maru do it. I'm like, okay, I'm proxying Cyclone.
And that's the way it goes. Those scouting force does come in, does manage to delay this CC for quite a while. However, Kingly, unfazed, he's just going to actually chase down these Reapers. Okay, with the Cyclone, he will, at least. Cyclone's a bit of an expendable unit, really, in TVT. He does much rather prefer to build up that Marine Tank Raven army and go for a quick little push, I'm assuming.
And
no, I got...
Find the 2 Reapers. and doesn't get.
Oh, dodges.
The micro.
Lock on.
There we go, and gonna pick up a couple of SCVs. Hello, SCVs. Hello, chip damage onto.
I can get it. I can get it.
Get it. Take us out.
Man, lock on got in right before it died. Unfortunate. Now I gotta imagine if you were Potato Pleb, at first you have to be extremely annoyed that your proxy got scrouted, right? But then when he realized, oh, I have my base quicker, has to be a lot happier. But then chases down his Reapers, realizes that, oh, actually my opponent's building up a force behind this. You have to be a little bit worried, don't you?
Yeah. It's just that mentality of like, crap, my initial plan didn't work. What the hell am I supposed to do now? And then you scramble to get what you think is going to help you into mid to late game. And seeing that we have Lizard Kingly with those 2 Ravens out now, only Potato Pleb now saying his first Raven. Like, if Lizard Kingly just pushed across this map, Potato Pleb is going to be in so much trouble.
Oh, absolutely. He could just siege down his Potato Pleb's base. Now, generally don't want to move out without stim, though, so I'm banking on Lizard Kingly waiting on that.
That one Marine having a skirmish.
I will report everything. Oh, hello. I'm going to breathe on you, and now you're dead.
But, yeah, both players just content to sit back, build up their armies a bit, and try and get into those upgrades. Lizard Kingly and Potato Pleb starting to get stim now. Lizards being a bit earlier than Potatoes, but by the time that the push comes out, getting some Vikings as well, Potato is. Yep. So, I mean, his Marines are winning the fights. Oh, can he get, if he can pick up one more? Nope. Oh, that would have been
that would have been a lot of value from that one little Marine. Yeah, Potato Pleb did go into Vikings, as you said. You may as well go Vikings if you know that you're gonna have to take a defensive stance. Going heavy on tanks as well. Lizard Kingly, I've got to say, I would favor Lizard Kingly right now. However, this is definitely a throwable or clutchable, depending on how you look at it, position for either player. It's all gonna come down to these Ravens, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm expecting if there was a push to come out, Lizard Kingly would use those Ravens just to interference matrix the
as many tanks as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Or maybe even the Ravens themselves, so the tanks can still keep firing.
Ooh.
Right, Lizard Kingly is already prepped. He's got his stim done. He wants to move out whenever he can. Potato Pleb as well. Gonna try to meet his army in the middle of the map. He does have a very nice tank count. He does have aerial superiority. Watch the Ravens. Alright, Kingly taking that defensive stance once again that he is known for.
I mean, he sees that this is coming thanks to the one Marine out on the map, which is
actually flank it.
Doing a bit of damage on when the Vikings. That could be key.
Who's gonna siege first? Who's gonna siege first?
Oh, that both siege.
That's gonna siege first. The interference matrices are really good for Lizard Kingly.
But there's more tanks here.
Yep.
Yeah, they do it. Another interference matrix does go down, but
the Ravens got completely sniped from Potato Pleb, and I think from Lizard Kingly, I should say. Potato Pleb does still have that one Raven. Are we gonna see a base trade? Because if we are, I gotta say I don't favor Potato Pleb if we are.
Yeah, I mean both
one tank.
One tank, 3 Vikings, and pulling the
mineral line. Wow, maybe he might get some friendly fire done. He does, but at the cost of that entire second natural base. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Lizard Kingly did pull the boys on a single tank, so no friendly fire was to be done.
Having that one siege tank just sitting in the middle of the map.
It's a spotter, you know?
Yeah, it's a spotter. Yeah.
It's a spotter that might also take out a couple of units.
Yeah. I mean, if a siege tank drives past on siege, and that's the Marine front line actually gone for Lizard Kingly. Now we're just possibly just going to get tanks, land those Vikings, Oh,
hurts.
the auto
Does manage to take out quite a lot of these tanks, actually. They're all clumped up.
Need to land some of them. Where are the Vikings?
There we go. Right on command. And the Marines that were pulled. This is still going pretty well for Lizard King, I should say. It's not ideal losing your tanks for basically nothing. Well, it seems like basically nothing, right? But if you look at the worker count, those tanks took out about 20 workers off the bat.
I mean, looking at it, it took out 24 workers in total.
Oh, absolutely. And Potato Pleb has not quite been on top of remaking those. Now, I have to say, though, I believe Lizard Kingly is American, I believe, and Potato Pleb is Korean. So it is morning in Korea, 9:41 a.m. So I'm hoping Potato Pleb was able to get some warm-ups before this. But if not, then that's really unfortunate, having to play this early without a warm-up.
And, yeah, it's also the economical difference as well. I mean, Lizard, he's getting his 4th now and just going to be starting the second.
Yeah, look at that income difference, if you want to bring the graph up, Kuro. Yeah, Lizard Kingly is just content to sit back. I'm going to get my sensor towers. I'm going to position my tanks. You have to move into me. What are you going to do about it, mate? Rev this one Marine.
Oh, no, not the spotter tank! Not the spotter tank!
That was our only hope. Alright. And Potato Pleb is just really scrambling now. He is scrambling to try to build an army. He's probably thinking, how can I harass him, do some economic damage? Wants to get his third base up now, but it might just be too little too late, right?
Oh, drop coming from Lizard Kingly. He may be able to cancel the third, but the army is here.
Can move into position. Might be able to just take out 3 medevacs full of units. Right, like that. But nope. He is also going to be pushing with his main army. I notice this is something that Lizard Kingly does love to do. Is to just split his opponent's attention like this with a single drop and a move in with his main force. Does pull Potato Pleb back, and his entire army is over at that north-west position.
I mean, this is most of the production. I mean, they'll drop into the natural, and it's just
most
SCVs.
Of the economy.
SCVs are dying left and right.
Yeah, Lizard Kingly just coming in and saying, you know what, screw your defender's advantage. I'm just going to go in, multi-prong you, and delete your economy and your production.
Well, he does manage to clean up the natural attack, but meanwhile, in the main...
what end?
Lizard, he is just raining with these Marines.
Most victory ever seen, really.
+2
is about to kick in for Potato Pleb. Already,
but that's all the tanks gone. The medevacs are going to be gone, and GG is going to be called. And Gosu take the 2-1 lead. And, whew, this is possibly... This is looking to be a good series. Let's
absolutely. I'm hoping we get to that ace match, man. Ace match.
So I love how Volt has a 0% win rate in OPL. Mainly because either we lost or won before he got to play, and when he did play, he threw so hard.
Yeah, he only played like 2-3 games in total this season.
Yeah.
Can't really fault him for that.
But man, guys, make sure you also stick around afterwards, because we do have a special announcement afterwards. I'm really hoping it's something that the CranKy team have been working on for quite a while now.
Well,
Well,
you say we, but we as in you, Light, and Kuro. I've just sort of been like, yeah, I think that looks pretty good.
And saying as we, I'm saying Light and Kuro because I'm literally. But anyway, now we're going into the interesting match of the night.
Very interesting match, yeah.
A PV random. So it may be a plethora of matchups here. We may see, if we get a PvP, that means we get a mirror matchup for every race.
Yeah, let's go for it. Now, Wizard of Oz definitely, I think, the player that I personally was really looking forward to watch at some point. He is the only eligible random player in this season of OPL. He did. I do believe I did play against him, didn't he? Oh yeah, he completely wrecked me. Now I remember why I don't remember.
Just push that pain down, Yaku. Just keep on pushing. As we ourselves are going to be pushing on towards our 4th map of the night, and it's going to be on Thunderbird. Of course, one of the maps currently still in the map pool. Very welcome to Thunderbird LE. And spawning in the bottom right, as we do have a PvP mirror matchup. And Wizard of Oz not saying his race, he's going to surprise. But spawning in the bottom right, the orange Protoss representing Born Gosu, and hopefully to take the win right now. This is the Wizard of Oz.
And if he doesn't take the win, then the ace match is going to be the only non-mirror.
And spawning in the bottom left, the top left, as the pink Protoss representing Alpha X and hoping to take it to an ace match. This is Star Fox. Yeah, game 2 wasn't a mirror yet.
Not a mirror. It was a mirror.
What? It was a TVP.
It was a mirror. Yeah, but it was the mirrorcitic. But it was mirrored because I can salvage this. It was no. It actually, you know what? You're not light, so I'm not allowed to argue with you till my face is blue.
Excuse me. Excuse. Yeah. To be fair, you're not my dad. You're not my dad.
Oh,
shout out to Ken.
Yep.
Shout out to Calamari there.
He has the best sound effects.
Yeah. And that's Roddy Router Piper as well. It's goddamn hilarious. Just randomly. But anyway, a proxy pylon.
Yep.
Warping pylon, maybe?
Or quote-unquote proxy. It is Oz's own pylon there.
I mean, Star Fox is on the same team as Nem. Proxy DTs. Of course,
what is this proxy pylon that you're saying?
It's at the 3rd of...
is that not Wizard
of Oz?
Is that not his own pylon?
No, that's not his own pylon. Correct. Take it. Oh, it is. Wait. I did not click on it. I am dumb.
Oh man, pink and the orange. I think that needs to go in the color combinations of please don't.
Yeah. Well, it's just a pylon. Yeah, it's just a pylon at the moment.
Yep.
And then staring tinily at my minimap going,
what is that color? Is that yellow or is that pink? Oh, it's green.
Wizard Overlord!
I remember the Wizard of Oz! He used to not be Australian. He was green!
And he was from Kansas!
I miss Kansas!
There's no place like home!
It ain't me! It ain't me! Wait, was that not Kansas? No, that's not Kansas, is it? God damn it.
No, Dorothy's from Kansas, but yeah. Wait, you talking about the accent?
No, I meant Fortunate Son. What did the band Kansas do? What does it go to song? Oh, so it was Kansas. No?
Hold on.
Alright. Now, I was gonna say, Wizard of Oz used to main Zerg as his main race. I'm not sure how he fares in Protoss, especially in PvP, but he has gone for that double gate. He has gone for that quick robo. I'm thinking he's just gonna go Blink Immortal. maybe with a whatchamacallit. Oh, that pylon barely out of range of the Nexus. That is going to be slow warp-ins for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's actually going to be charged rather than blink out of Wizard of Oz.
Ooh.
No,
I mean, that's actually... Yeah, I mean, that would actually be decently against the Blink Stalkers. He just needs to micro it a bit. So as the Zolot's charge forward, you blink back so they expend their charge and get them out of position. But at the moment, both teams not really being that aggressive.
Yeah, it's sort of like that phase in, I guess, even PvZ or TVT. Sometimes that happens in ZVZ, but not as often, where both players are like, alright, I do not want to go into you. I am just going to build up. Yep, gentleman's agreement. We shall wait until I have the game-deciding tech, such as Templar. So it's probably going to be Immortal Archon Charge, do you think?
I think it might be. I mean, this is going to be an interesting clash of like both these upgrades. I mean, oh, okay, so he's going.
Immortal drops.
Yep.
This is going to be something that always keeps me on the edge of my seat. Harassed with Immortals rather than...
But with Blink Stalkers, it may not be the best idea. But yeah, both players are going for that Templar Archives. They're going for those whatchamacallit, the Archons.
Now, yep, it's one of those sort of unit compositions that I didn't think would have too much synergy. That is a lone pylon.
Oh no!
And that is a dead pylon. And that is a dead gateway, not a cancel. There are not too many Stalkers here, honestly, and with Immortals, you can sort of pick away at the Stalkers for a little bit, make sure they don't have enough firepower to take out your Warp Prism. Alright, not the worst damage in the world for Star Fox, but definitely a nice little pick-off for the cost of nothing for Oz.
It's also worth noting as well, he didn't actually decide to go for like a warping of Chargeless, because that could have actually done a bit, because you get the Immortals to do damage to the buildings,
absolutely,
and then you get the Chargeless to go pick up workers. Yeah,
could even distract the army. The Immortals could a little bit, yeah. But it seems like both players are going to be a little more passive. They do want to win the game with one big push rather than anything else, or by denying a big push. Once again, going to be a little annoying with these Immortals. I do love the Warp Prism, I gotta say. Well, yeah, I do actually love the Warp Prism. It is annoying, I have to say, from the perspective of a Terra player, but it's just a fun unit to use, man.
Oh, but no, yeah.
Not quite enough firepower there.
Gonna be recalled back, so gonna keep those two Immortals safe, and the Archons are gonna be starting to build right now. And +2 is almost finished for Star Fox, while Wizard, he's just going for the more army supply at the moment.
Yeah. He's actually going to get +1 armor before +2 weapons, which is strange to me. I think that maybe it's just because I'm not a Protoss player, but I think that if you're going to go into armor, you may as well get a second forge as well, because you want to prioritize weapons, right?
Yeah.
And it's not like Wizard of Oz is in any particular trouble in terms of his economy. He's in a great spot economically.
Yeah, he got that earlier third up. Sorry, started to saturate it. Meanwhile, third for Star Fox is now just finishing. So the minerals are definitely going to be starting to come in now, as that War Prism is just hanging menacingly around the edge. So may possibly
do something. I'm gonna do it.
You don't know when, but I'm going to do it. So I'm going to assume he might want to go for some multi-pronged attack, get that main army to start going across while sending in the...
He does need to remember that there are minerals wall there. He does need to move his Warp Prism beyond that wall if he's going to do that.
Yeah. But no, both these players are just being so passive right now. other than the
Oh
immortal
look, PvP, yay!
I mean,
Macro
usually it's not-
PvP, my
usually
favorite
it's
matchup.
not- Usually it's not this passive though.
Yeah, no, yeah, macro PvP, my favorite. Wizard of Oz is going to initiate a couple of harassments though. Immediately.
Just for Zealots not warping in anymore. Gonna put them back in, but there is
enough here, I do think, yeah. He could potentially try to just warp in. How many gateways does he have? 8. He could try to warp in maybe 8 charge shots right on top of everything else. We do see
that warp prism
really working in favor of Star Fox right now.
So
but that choke point!
Oh my god!
Hold the door!
But here comes the main army right now, and
you shut up,
Wizard getting
slowly.
More?
Oh, I like this. I like this. He's changing to the Vespine gas so that he can mine out the minerals. Yeah, he's mining a mineral and going to gas and then mining a mineral again. It is a little bit of a waste of resources. But if you really need to clear a path, go ahead.
Yeah, both being taken down at that. Yeah, armor completed, but +2 ground armor is about to be done.
And I would say that Wizard of Oz actually looks to have the better unit composition now. He has more Archons. He is starting to take out the charge count. He does have a lot more charges as well. If he can focus on the Archons with his Immortals, he is just in such a solid spot. Oh, that's actually Wizard of Oz that's clearing a path there.
Yeah, that's what
See,
we're both getting confused.
Yep. Thanks, colors. I am going to do this now as Terran. Just build a refinery there with single SCV. Let's do it.
I mean, you do have mules as well. Don't forget.
They do have mules as well.
And you do have SCVs as well, which you need to make, Yaku.
Do I know? I mean, if you think about it, do SCVs get stuck in between mineral lines? No. That's checkmate. That's +1 for mules.
Oh my god, DT!
Clash. We are about...
It's a Dark Templar, but here comes the main army clash. The Dark Templar are just gonna run rampant into that third base, but here comes the main fight right now. There's more Immortals, more Archons, but the Charge Lots keep running forward. But right now,
very nice positioning for Wizard of Oz, though. Does Ratchet take off all of those Archons with Immortals?
Oh, this is beautiful. And we may see Boom Gosu be winning the OPL Season 1 right now.
Taking your revenge, GG is called.
GG indeed. Congratulations to Boom Gosu for winning the first ever inaugural season of the Oceanic Pond League.
Taking their revenge on CranKy Ducklings in the semifinals, 3-2. Taking their revenge at Alpha X in the finals, 3-1. Oh lord.
And GG all around. GG's being called in chat. GG's being called everywhere. GG's being called in Discord. GG's being called on screen right now, but we want to thank everybody who has participated in OPL.
Do we want to do the master?
Let me.
Okay.
What? Do the what?
Do the Masters players want to play? I'm asking.
Oh yeah, may see. Of course, and Quadno says he doesn't mind.
Never mind.
Okay, well, never mind.
Change
our plans. Show match time! And it will... Okay.
Come on.
Oh, it's too
tired. I mean...
Crew,
go.
are you too tired? Crew? Okay, Curry says it's fine.
Alright, but what about Dust? Is it actually Dust who is playing? No, I need to look at this once again. Yeah, Dust. What about Dust?
does Dust want to play?
All right, lobby has been made.
I mean, Dust is in the OPL channel.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep typing in the Ducklings channel because Blizzard UI.
Thanks, Blizz. And you know what, Blizz? You made me spill my Milo, so thanks, Blizz.
I'm glad I get to cast a full 5 games.
Yep, I'm glad that the narrative was something easy for me to spend.
But yeah, Born Gosu go away with the grand prize of $250 Australian
dues. Yep.
Australian dollars, not US,
Australian
because like it's Australian. Meanwhile, Alpha X will be taking home the prize of $150. And of course, our third place winners, Unrivaled, did take home $100 for the third place match. That was played last week.
You can go watch that now, by the way, over on youtube.com. Yeah. Actually, I don't think it's on YouTube yet. It's probably highlighted on Twitch. But it will be on YouTube very soon.
Mm-hmm. Keep your eyes on the CranKy channel. Keep your eyes.
It's due to record. God damn
it. This is why I'm not the journalist. This is why I'm the caster.
Google Docs. So remember that second place gets prize too. Yeah, we did mention that, Kuro.
$150
dues.
Because we want to thank Light VIP and Kuro for organizing this entire league as well. Light for providing the prize pool, adminning as well. Shout out to all the admins, all the captains, all the players. I mean, pretty sure this has been an outstanding success, according to Kuro and some of the other admins as well. There hasn't been too many problems other than a couple no-shows.
I mean, I have a problem.
Mistypes. Yeah, well, to be fair, what wouldn't it be like without us throwing away Light's money? I mean, come on.
Yeah. It was for the sake of narrative.
It was for the sake of narrative. But anyway, we're going to get into our final match of the night, guys. And we are going to be on Kairos Junction, LE, or should I say RIP, because I love this map. And I'm missing the map pool so much. And spawning in the top right, the victorious captain of Born Gosu, the Red Zerg, looking to defend his honor and make sure it wasn't a 2-3, but a 3-1. He is Quadino.
Or arguably a 4-1, depending on how you look at it.
4-1, what? Oh, yeah.
4-1, yeah.
And spawning in the bottom right, the Green Terran representing Alpha X, hoping to regain some lost honor for the second greatest clan in Starcraft. This is Dust. Because obviously...
He gets to Thanos snapped?
Rip Spider-Man. But yeah, obviously, CranKy Ducklings, best clan.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I don't think that's even up for debate.
Yeah, no, it's not. But both going pretty standard. Reaper Expand, coming from Dust. 3-hatch? Okay, it's going to be the 3-hatch play before speed. The Clash build coming in for Quadino. So getting that delayed speed in favor of more economic, getting more lava out as well.
You know, I'm glad that we finally have a Zerg player now in the Ace match.
What do you mean?
Oh, you know, it's like because he plays Zerg and whatnot, so your knowledge of Zerg is much better.
Yeah, sure. Theory's there, mechanics aren't.
Hmm.
But anyway, Dusk gonna be coming in, scouting with his Reaper, trying to pick off that one drone. Zerglings trying to get this round, getting a couple of nibbles, but has to save them. And looks like speed is just gonna be starting now. Dusk gonna see that is that quick third coming through. So have to see what he decides to go for, and it seems to be just the standard.
Lead, doesn't he?
Yeah, seems to be the standard 1-1 build. Moments.
Aliens plus Lib, or sometimes even Banshee. Yep. But you know, as a term player. Oh yeah, I know, absolutely. I still sort of throw them out there because in ladder I am at the level where they still do work, but man, I miss watching them in like high level games.
Yeah, I think they started, like, I'm pretty sure we started to see the decline of 2-1-1s, especially after Volt taught you like how to properly do it. I remember I was the guinea pig.
Yeah.
Like it was during one day.
And then like a week later, Zerg was like, oh yeah, this is how you deal with 2-on-1.
Yeah. And then Cyclones got changed, and now you can play mech freely. And then Battle Cruisers got changed, and that was the old days.
I miss the old.
That's not so weird. That is going to be the Cloak Banshees coming through, but that Overlord did spot it out with a nicely timed scout. So maybe we might see some mind games.
Starting to see that quicker Numanized Carapace really go into Quaterno's favor. Oh, quicker? Cheaper, I should say. Does it get the... Oh, doesn't get the tuber in the end. So close. I learned the other day that you could actually do friendly fire on yourself to kill the tuber. It was somewhat amusing. Like friendly fire with the Hellion. It was pretty amusing. Although I did lose a Reaper for that. Now, I'm thinking, if I'm Dust, I'm thinking, alright, greed is a sin, boy.
And thou shalt be punished by our Lord and Savior Flash, as thou decreed it. But Baneling that's being dropped now. A couple of spores as well. Just finishing up.
Yep,
so
Quaterno should be in a good place defensively to hold most of what Dust should throw at him.
Getting rid of the rocks as well. Trying to free up some space. I mean, it mostly so bad. It just seems to be a standard macro game coming out from both these players.
Oh boy, my favorite.
Okay, macro
Dust
TV.
is gonna go for a okay.
I was going to say, macro TVZ can be some of the best games.
Yeah, yeah, it absolutely can.
One component and one component only. The one I love so much. Lingbane connections into Bio.
That is part of what makes TVZ so exciting, and part of what makes TVZ the most popular matchup, I should say. But Dust's gonna go for a timing. Oh man, I almost sneezed. Dust wants to go into his timing attack once he gets stim. Probably going to move out when weapons is maybe 20 seconds away. Building up that tank count. Building up that medevac count. Doesn't want to take any chances.
That was weird. Oh no, the screen went black and then...
okay.
It froze, but like all the sounds were still going, and like you could hear like the different changings. It was just weird, I had to quickly all this out, but...
A little bit idle.
Yeah, maybe. Curry's doing too good of a...
Too good of
one
an
link.
observing, yep.
Oh, the one link.
Barbecued. It's tasty.
He doesn't love barbecue.
Anybody like barbecue? Alright. Quaterno is, as we said, just well prepared for anything that should be going off of him. His creep threat has been pretty good so far, considering Hellions were on the map. But I think really what we're about to see is some big build-up into that main clash.
I mean, yeah, it's just definitely saying as a Medevac load, it's going to be coming in, so he's going to be pushing out with the 1-1 timing as well. But 1-1 is also going to be finished, but Baneling speed is not going to be finished. That's going to be the key important thing. So you may have to sacrifice this 4th base right now and try to see if you can get a better engage.
Hellbats are already out. They can do so well versus these Zerglings. Gonna have to sacrifice the Hellbats quite a bit, but they do take out the link count so hard, and he saves all of the Marines. Nicely done by Dust. And now he's just repositioning his drop. It's gonna be really annoying with this.
Yep. And deciding as well to get roaches instead of hydras, so looking to get a bit more tankiness in his ground army. Is also throw down the infestation pit as well as getting into hive. So should start seeing that late game tech starting to come through, getting a macro hatch, getting a 4th and 5th at the same time. So double expanding, being really greedy. Claudno is right now. Meanwhile, the multi-pronged drops are coming in. Gonna have to cancel that 5th. The Reaper finally goes down.
That is an 8-minute, 30-second long lifespan on that Reaper. That's what it normally does.
I think he has written on his gravestone, "I lived longer than anybody else.
I live, bitch!" Oh, very nice connect. But a hot pickup at the end, and the meat of the army. Once again, gonna continue to shave off these sort of creep tumors. A pretty good job of splitting Quaterno's attention, however, Dust. Good to see his own attention split quite a bit. Just cycling around, like, hey, what are you gonna do? Yeah, you gotta run all the way from there to over here. I could just hop, I could just pick up and unload.
That is the
hey man,
most
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Alright, Dust isn't gonna try to push his luck. Is gonna focus more on this main push coming down. With that drop as well, these armies are gonna miss, and this is actually really good for Dust, being able to chase away the army, lead this army on a wild goose chase. And they're gonna meet up with that drop.
No real anti-air here for Quadno right now. It's just Ling Bane, and he did get the roach one before, but don't forget that there's no roaches. This is just pure Ling Bane at the moment, and he's just distracting with this the drops at the moment, while this main force does get the cancel onto that 5th again, and this is really good. Also going to be dropping into the main as well. Does he want to try and push his luck? There is a Liberated to try and help zone out, but a counter-attack could possibly do some economic damage, but...
Oh, absolutely. This could ruin Dust right now if he doesn't respect the counterattack. He is going to try to continue to... He respected the counterattack, it's fine.
Yep.
That's just anticlimactic. Very nice round, but a very good hot pickup. But there's just so many Banelings here. Well, they do connect with the tanks. They are enough. And there's no split on this Bioforce and no more tanks to buffer. But he does clean out the Baneling count.
But there's no anti-air here for Quadno, and this is really going to be hurting him in the long run. Because there's nothing to take out the Libs. There's nothing to take out that one Banshee, which is...
Dust is just riding this wave. Dust is just riding a wave of momentum right now. He knows that he's in such a good position to keep on attacking. Maybe not for much longer while the Ultralisks pop out, but man, oh man.
But still no anti-adrenal. Just being finished right now. And now the dance of the Spore Crawler and the Lib. As long as the Queens...
And the Queens, yep.
Oh, the one Queen that was attacking. But 14 drones do go down. I think there's a Lib going into the main. No, it's a drop going into the main. But there is a Spore Crawler. And
but
if he managed to actually take out the Ultra Cavern, that could have been...
Before it finishes researching chitness, whatever.
Chitinous. But that main skirmish force is there. But no, running it. Oh,
the big engagement is starting to go down in the middle of the map. These Ultralisks are cleaning out the bio. But they are going to be chased away by Libs.
Yeah, still no anti-air. That's the problem. Libs are just the natural counter to that to the Ultralisk. But Spine just going down now. I think it might be a little bit too late.
One other thing that Dust was doing really good there. One other thing that Dust was doing really good there is he was positioning his spreading out his Marines really well. So they will only focus on like one small little group of Marines as opposed to the entire bio ball.
I mean, look at the army supplies right now. Like, Dust is almost doubling that. That's something you never
Absolutely.
do.
Like, oh yeah, no, I have ultra snow. Nah, mate, nah, not with this many Marines and this many Liberators.
I mean, he's trying to catch back up, but the siege position of these tanks are just really good. Now, and then nice zoning with that tank, just keeping it away from the Queens as well as the Banshee, giving some vision as well.
Making full use of this high ground, trying to split Quaterno's army and attention once again. Counterattack is starting to go down. So
that's a blink counterattack. But it's not an A move, it's just a move.
They're gonna run into a planetary fortress, yep. And meanwhile, Dust is cleaning out this base. These Banelings aren't going to be able to connect very well. One does in the end, but everything else dies.
Corruptors are out, but it's not enough to deal with it, and GG is going to be called.
Technically an ace match, yeah.
Technically an ace match.
Technically an ace match.
But yeah, and with that, that's OPL Season 1 done and dusted in the books.
Yep. Stay tuned for OPL Season 2. However, if you are itching for something a little oceanic, well,
a little bit maybe sea related. Maybe something a little bit, maybe thinking, I've always wanted to play an SDO and MSO, but I've been too good at it, and I'm in Masters. Well, have we got something for you? Kurt! Fire up the image!
I knew you were gonna go for that, but
I know. Kurt can go sleep now. Everybody's singing her a lullaby, but anyway, yes, we are proud to announce finally, and after much teasing to Kerwood, that we have a new tournament coming. We do have the Grand Platypus Open, and it's not going to be it's not duck related.
Quite, yeah.
And the other thing it's duck related is the duck built on the platypus.
Yeah. Despite the name, it is open, but it's not open. It is, for the first time, we are two things. For the first time, we are having a tournament without an MMR restriction. That's the good news, Kerwin. However, Kerwin, you still cannot play in this tournament because it is, for the first time, going to be a regional from us.
So only people from the Southeast Asia and Australia, New Zealand region will be eligible to compete. Or as Kuro just put it, the Kerwin can't play open. But yeah, we're really looking forward to getting it started. It should be starting sometime in September when Kuro is actually in Australia, visiting us, visiting me. First weekend. Okay, so it's going to be the 7th of September. Is probably, as Kuro added. Kuro likes to add stuff like... Probably.
Kuro likes to add stuff like production and observing. Yeah, no, but if you do remember the old OSC sort of CA and Z weeklies, this is kind of what we're trying to get at.
Yeah. So we're trying to provide more...
I do believe the Justin Eluser Chua weekly, the JEC weekly, is meant to be a spiritual successor to that, but it is also open worldwide, not regional. Yeah.
So, and also it gives more opportunities for people who are just trying to make their way in the pathway to pro, but aren't there yet. So it gives them more opportunities to play against like more AZ and SCE. And OSC SEA is back apparently. Oh. Well, anyway, it's another tournament for everybody.
Look, yeah, exactly. We don't have to compete that hard. But ours is going to be better. But we don't have to compete that hard.
Wow.
Platypus by Last Dance. designated CranKy artist, except not because he's not designated. And Kuro does actually do a lot of the art as well.
Also, I forgot to mention, look at the platypus, look how cute it is. You just want to rub his belly.
You just want to, yeah. It's got a little feety. It's got little feetsies.
Little feeties. And also, this is going to be our first tournament with a cash prize.
Actually, unless you count OPL.
Yes, well, first weekly tournament with a cash prize.
Right.
But yeah, $30 each week. Of course, Vlad has generously provided the prize is for all our tournaments. And so far, and of course, me and Yaku will be your casters for that as well. And of course, Kuro and Light will be adminning, even though Kuro probably will be tired as hell, and Light will probably be asleep.
Light will be the main admin, yeah.
Yeah.
Assuming he's not asleep, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, with that announcement out of the way, and that reveal that we can finally get off our chests,
I feel so good.
I think we should formally get into our thanks for this. We want to thank everybody who has tuned into any stream of the Oceanic Pond League. Anybody who's retweeted our stuff, get the word out there that has been happening. We want to thank the Pylon Show for putting us on the show a couple of times, of course, with that. As well as also want to thank all the captains for each of the teams putting up with Volt's ridiculous ranting and raving about how everything is OP and how our team got done by us. Anyway, that's nothing compared to that. Of course, I want to thank every single one of our admins, Dally, Cat for being a lovely admin and keeping everybody in line on our team as
Saturday,
well.
Cat.
Yep. Of course, I want to thank Kuro for being the most wonderful production, the map, the announcer, just pretty much the everything that we could ask for in this league. And of course, want to thank Light VIP for also being another admin, but also providing the $500 prize pool for this league as well. And of course, want to thank all the players if you have played in this. And Nem, Terran Lord, and Phoenix as well as being admins. Sorry, that was the main three. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Phoenix as in Deutschgott, the most wonderful.
The most wonderful of the gods.
The most wonderful of the Deutsch. Nem, of course, the captain for Alpha X, but also being an admin for this league. And of course, want to thank Terran Lord, even though he's no longer playing Starcraft, because he has given his time to help run this league well. And with that, we want to thank all the players who have played in OPL this season, and we hope you come back for OPL Season 2. And with that, I want to thank my lovely co-caster, Yaku, for casting with me today.
I would like to thank my co-caster, Yaku, as well.
And of course, I have been Quirky by name, Quirky by nature. And with that, OPL Season 1 is done, and we will hopefully see you for OPL Season 2.
We definitely will.
We definitely will. Bye-bye.
Or else.